Good morning and welcome to Master Trader, where you can learn to use simple market and stock analysis to make money investing and trading. I'm Greg Capra, and today we're going to continue our discussion from last week on the bottoming tail bar. Last week I had asked, what do you think about the direction of the markets here? Will the bottoming tail bars win, or will sellers take control and push prices lower? And what was going on at that time was we were getting what was forming at the moment was a rounding type of a top, and we had these bottoming tail bars, which at the moment weren't following through, but they were telling us that buyers kept showing up on these dips. And one of the things that I go over with students about candlestick patterns, and we keep it simple, is that these were larger red candles as sellers had taken control and pushed prices lower, and then buyers stepped up, and this typically happens in an area of support and then pushes price back up again, and the expectation is that prices will continue to move higher. Now, this is regardless of whether it's the broader markets or whether it's any stock that you're investing or trading in. The bottoming tail bar tells us that buyers stepped up at a moment where sellers had control and pushed prices higher. Now, what was happening at the time was buyers were stepping up, but they were failing to follow through to the upside. And we kept getting these bottoming tail bars, as you can see that they're marked here. And at this point, it was much more convincing that prices were going to move higher. Reason being this wider green candle, which decisively pushed up through this resistance area here. It did stop at the prior high, but then, let me just clear that up again. But then we had this little consolidation right there. Now, when that happens, of course, prices could break lower, so we wait to see what's happening. And if they can clear the inside candles, well, we get the same result the majority of times of what we had yesterday. And now at this point, prices should continue to move higher from here. But that being said, we're always going to have two scenarios, and we draw our line in the sand under the low of the bottoming tail bar right here. So we do not want to see prices come back down now under that low in the next few days. And if prices continue higher, it may not be for a while. In any event, the bottoming tail bars, the buyers have created a large area of support now that should hold the spiders here. So we'll see how this follows through. Now, we've got bottoming tail bars also in the NASDAQ 100 and a push up to new all-time highs. And that suggests prices should go higher. Now, what's happening right now, and what typically happens on the day before the holiday, is you get a relatively quiet day, especially in light of a larger range day the prior day. Prices could push up from here, but traders and funds managers and so on, traveling, probably leaving the office early or already left to go to a holiday with family and friends. Today tends to be a go-nowhere day. And then we have the holiday. And on Friday, usually in the morning, there's quite a bit of activity. Historically, it's bullish and prices push higher again. And then things get quiet at the end of the day as, of course, the weekend starts. So that's where we're at. That's what we're looking for, continued higher prices here. We have a larger area of support under the bottoming tail bars that have formed. Trying to get a line there. We've got a big area of support. And these highs here that have been cleared, ideally, prices won't push back down into them. They can, of course. It's just a reference point, what we call minor support. This is major support. And after a breakout, historically, prices stay in the upper part up here and then push higher. Well, that's it, guys. You guys all have a fantastic Thanksgiving with family and friends, and we will talk either Friday or next week. Best to all.